Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 3 of Reacher Season 1. We're going to go ahead and hop into this one, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you get my channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes to bring actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while, so you're going to support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I'd really appreciate it. If you enjoy this reaction, at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really does go a long way with helping these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 3, Spoonful. Here we go.
I know you're scared, but I'm
scared.
It's natural. When someone has an attempt made on their life.
You know I was recruited by the FBI and Central Intelligence. Scored a 99th percentile
Wow.
on IQ, but only an 80% on the psych eval. You want to know why, you condescending asshole?
Interpersonal skills.
And this is horseshit. They came into my house that I fixed up with my money in the town that my family founded because they think they are untouchable.
Oh, he saw that. There was a spark in his eye right there.
Greg gave this to me a couple years ago. Wanted to keep it in the family, and I was the only family he had.
Oh, God.
Not what you call a subtle weapon.
Not at all.
People around here know I have this thing. Use it wrong and it gets back to me. So don't use it wrong.
I won't let anything happen to it. Finlay?
I got an idea on the body that was found with Joe. We gotta get to the morgue.
Little warning.
Kidding me? I just told you to be careful with that thing.
Never trust a weapon you haven't personally test fired.
I mean, okay. I mean, valid, but a little warning would have been nice.
You took him out drinking? Isn't that the exact opposite of what I told you to do?
No, you said tail him.
Whoever killed the Morrisons came after us last night. Broke into my house, carved a threat into my door. Who knows what they would have done if I'd been there alone.
They came into your house.
I'm fine. Let's just see what Jasper has for us.
It's okay. I had my eye on her.
Here you go. Sorry.
Why do I know this guy? Oh, okay. I thought that was him.
The test results I got back showed a little too much hydrogen sulfide in his blood gases, and
He was at GalaxyCon this past weekend. I didn't get a chance to go by his table or anything though.
It's a DC number.
Secret Service.
Hello?
Officer Conklin, this is Molly Beth Gordon, specialized
Oh!
investigative officer with the Secret Service.
God damn, man. Oh, what's her name? She's in Chucky.
God, why haven't you returned my calls? I was so worried.
Miss Gordon, this is Jack Reacher.
Oh.
He was murdered. We think his death may be related to his work. Do you know what Joe was doing in Margrave, Georgia?
He was running a classified investigation. I just don't know the details.
Oh.
He was the director of the Office of Investigations. You didn't know that?
No. We hadn't spoken in a while.
Damn.
Was there a specific division of OI that Joe was heading up?
Yeah, he ran
Oh.
our anti-counterfeiting department.
Well, there it is, money. But that doesn't narrow things down.
Joe told me that he put a stop to all domestic counterfeiting a while ago. He was chasing international stuff.
Like South America?
Ooh.
I can try to get his files for you.
Thank you. The hard copies only. We don't want a digital trail.
We can't trust the Secret Service.
Joe kept this top secret for a reason.
God damn.
Okay, it'll take me a day or so to copy it all.
That's okay.
You sound just like him.
Multiple murders over monopoly money.
People kill over 20 bucks in a wallet. Imagine what they do to protect a limitless supply.
I tell them you found your house broken into and you're determined to find out who's
That's a
responsible.
good point.
So I get to watch Teal waving his cane like a scepter playing boss. What do you get to do?
I'm gonna pay a visit to that jail guard, Spivey. Got his address this morning, next county over.
I'll come.
Because it went so well the last time. See what you can find out about Jopling's arrest.
An assignment.
Hey, we're leveling up.
It shows you how desperate I am. So be smart, don't break the law, and promise me you won't end up in another holding cell.
No promises.
No.
Can't wait till this is over and that guy's out of our town.
I love this, man.
Keeping bankers' hours? A cop is dead. And from what I've heard, we could have had another. You holding up all right?
Yes, sir. Though if I had been home, I would have taken at least a couple of those bastards with me.
That's a spirit, kid. If someone wants to come after Margrave's finest, they better be ready for a fight. I want you focused on these boys up on the board. Some of the more violent perps Morrison helped incarcerate. Aggravated battery, domestic assault, armed robbery, bad men.
Copy that.
Yeah, my cousin Charlie's not picking up her phone. Paul either, the whole family's disappeared. Just wondering if you know something I don't.
No.
Oh.
Do you?
No. Just trying to figure out what the hell's going on around here.
Yeah, he had a vested interest in the first episode about what was going on with him.
Everybody in Margrave still treats him like the new guy.
Yeah, well, whole town's wound tighter than jungle gym screws. I don't know what to tell my wife. This Reacher guy's running all over everybody.
See, I don't know if he's sus or if he's genuinely concerned. Because the way his performance reads, it can very well be skittishness about how much other people know or genuine concern for people he might care about. And it's just such a fine line.
Tanner Spivey.
I don't know why that cracked me up, but it was kind of, I don't know, it did. Any messages? Recent calls? Kliner Industries. Oh!
All the police! You picked the wrong town to rob in. Wait.
Oh my God, you. I don't love your old-fashioned racist-ass neighbors. Wait, shouldn't those cops... Oh, no, he's a town over, right? He didn't live in city limits, so they probably don't know his face. I was going to say, if those were Margrave cops, they would have recognized him immediately, which would have made it worse. I don't know, which is worse? If they knew who he was or if they didn't, and they still proceeded with it.
Now get me your file on Pete Jobling.
I don't know what game you're playing out here, but get out of my office.
No.
Excuse me? Who the hell do you think you are?
A pissed off drifter with nothing to lose.
You want to get arrested for trespassing?
Pull up Jobling's file now.
I will ruin your life with one phone call.
I'll end your life with one phone.
Oh! One phone cord.
Print it. Staple. A little further.
Oh, wow. They fucked him up hard.
Listen, man. You should have told us you were a cop.
You fucking just... Bah!
Which one of you assholes did this?
Thought he was a burglar.
How many burglars you know wear suits?
He didn't look like he lived there.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Hey, let it go. You know, cursing is a sign of a weak mind and a weak...
Oh, shut the fuck up, Finlay.
Spinach salad, dressing on the side.
I was embarrassed ordering that.
How do you eat like that and still look like you do?
Like this.
I mean, you gotta have a high calorie intake to maintain that muscle mass, man.
You jeopardize this investigation if you get evidence that's inadmissible because it was unlawfully obtained.
You get that busted nose filling out a warrant to search Spivey's house?
They sure that the murder had disappeared. He didn't return my call, so I went to his house. No answer there, despite it being mid-afternoon and he not reporting to work that day. I had a reason to believe that Spivey could be in danger. Exigent circumstances are exceptions to the warrant requirement.
Exigent circumstances.
Hey, that is smart.
I won't break into Kliner's office. I'll walk in and talk to him. Now.
I'm coming.
I'm taking those ribs to go.
Oh, for the dog?
You hungry?
Aww.
Rachel, what are you doing?
Owner's been leaving him out. I'm giving him water.
Oh, not a single security camera.
I wonder why.
I'll do the talking.
Good. Family of skilled marksmen.
Just up here, gentlemen.
Okay, okay.
All I know about these killings is the gossip from the diner, which we both know is far from reliable.
That's actually an interesting painting.
I know. You've had some trouble settling in here, Captain. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because you're a northerner.
Or maybe it's your fancy education. Or maybe it's another reason. Some friendly advice? This evidence trail you're following, it's a waste of time for you and for me. Leave it.
No.
Horatio Finlay.
Excuse me?
My father's name. You might think you're everybody's daddy in this town, but you're not mine.
Ooh.
If you keep talking to the cops on my force, hinder this investigation in any way, I will put my fucking foot up your fucking ass until your heart fucking stops.
We're just like, fuck yeah. What was that shit you were spouting about people who curse? I really want to see his head through a table, though, man.
You know, cursing is a sign of weak mind and
I
weaker
knew he
character.
was going to call him out on that. I knew it. He would never let that go.
I'm not my daddy. Horatio Finley's my daddy. Oh, loosen up. You did the right thing. Kliner's a bully.
Like I said about bullies, man.
We just came from the hospital. Heard his bishop had his face bashed in with this. His cheekbone was fractured. He had to have surgery. Sutures. It's a very serious crime.
Joe, did you do this?
All signs indicate yes.
Wow.
You're not safe at home anymore. You need to pack a bag and bounce around motels outside Margrave for a while.
I'm chief detective.
And Morrison was chief of police, and his balls are in his stomach now.
He's got a point.
You been here a year? Who's your decorator, this guy?
I've had time to furniture shop. Be good to go.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I didn't realize just how barren it was.
Just because it looks like Kliner might be a part of all this does not mean you can just go take him out.
No problem.
Really?
We're not dealing with a small-scale operation. This thing's a hydra. I cut off one head, 2 more grow in its place. There's no justice for Joe in that. I'm gonna uncover this whole operation, then burn it to the ground. And that takes time, which is something I have in great quantity. Taking Kliner out's the last move, not the first.
Yeah, I gotta make a stop too. Roscoe, be safe.
Oh, watch out. Keep being nice like that, and you're gonna be making friends around here in no time.
No.
Your mama teach you the way to a girl's heart is stalking her?
I wouldn't have to resort to this if you would ever go out with me. But some outlier strolls, and next thing I hear, you guys are best pals.
I don't know if I recognize his voice or not. I know I don't recognize his
You guys
face.
are so close, he must have told you about Baghdad, right? About those civilians that he killed?
Oh, here we go.
Jack Reacher's a murderer.
If you don't let me into my truck right now, I'm gonna have you face down on the hood in handcuffs.
Maybe I'd like that.
I'm looking out for you, Roscoe. I care about you.
What's this kid's name? Chris Webster. I have to look him up. Shit, I forgot last episode to look up vagrant and hobo.
Well, that's gonna be tough to do at our branch, Stevie. We had a guy handling that for us, but he picked up and left about a year ago, and we discontinued the department. But it was Paul Hubble.
So this Hubble guy quit the bank a year ago.
Yep. Up and left without so much as 2 weeks' notice.
Interesting.
So, what do you do?
Nothing important. Well, not recently, anyway. I'm on a case I can't seem to untangle. With a rookie I can trust and a veteran who I'm not sure I can.
What you got to say?
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Why are you staying?
It's the right thing to do.
Because we're the only ones who want to make things right.
And my instincts tell me you're a nice guy. So why don't we find another bar around here?
I'm married, remember?
Me too. But when a fella's marriage is going well, he doesn't take his ring off for the world to see in a motel bar.
I'm flattered. And you're nice too. And lovely.
No.
But I'm not your guy.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
You know Tanner Spivey?
Spivey's a friend. And he don't need anyone asking about his business.
He still took the money though.
Himself in the bar. Boxer. Southpaw. Golden gloves.
You know the thing about boxing, too many rules.
Ooh! God!
Where's Spivey? You left town. There's some Spanish guys. Real fast. That's all I know.
One of these cars is gonna rev up, isn't it?
There you go. Stay close. Not too close.
Oh, nice.
Ahí, adelante, a la derecha.
Oh, that was smart. Ooh. The rain would mask his footsteps too, unless he hit like a big old puddle. Wow. No questions, nothing. Just took him out. Ooh, that hole in his chest. Oh. Well,
Spivey.
There he is. Shit. Damn, man, these endings. Well, that's unfortunate. No answers there. Would have been nice. I mean, not that I would imagine they would talk, given I guess the profession that they've chosen or that they've been hired onto. Probably not the best of moves to have just straight executed those two, but what do I know? But the way he was able to maneuver through that situation was really smart. I was trying to figure out what his game plan was and make sure that they were close enough that they knew exactly where he was going, but he still needed to keep enough distance so that when he turned that roundabout that they wouldn't see him exit the vehicle like that. So it was a really smart maneuver. And then his whole interaction in the bar with that guy and the breakdown of boxing, again, great. The interrogation with Kliner at his place between him and Finlay, that whole scene was great. Finally seeing Finlay kind of break down with how everything's been going on. And then, of course, in true fashion, they can't let anything go in this. Everything has its little roundabout way. And Reacher and his details matter when he devolved into cursing at Kliner after his insinuations and his attempt to restrict and guide an investigation just because he happened to pop up on the question list. Yeah, didn't take that the right way. I love that though. And I know he made fun of him for it, but I did like that. You know, when he said his dad's name out loud, he was like, "Who are you talking about?" And he's like, "You might be everybody else's daddy, but you ain't mine." I love that. That's my daddy. So fuck you, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. You know, I like that in the right ways, Finlay is kind of hitting his boiling point and is adapting and is, you know, finding his footing. It's fun. Same with Roscoe. I love all the little bits with her in this as well, though she was a little on the sideline, more of a referee this episode as she's kind of conducting her own case. We got that one guy from episode 1 coming in and asking her questions. Again, I don't know which side of the fence he's on because like I said, you could read his interactions either way. You know, we found out that Joe was working on a secret case for the Secret Service that he didn't let anybody else in on, which they seem to imply thinks that at least at this point, until we know a little bit more, that we can't even trust the Secret Service. Obviously, they were close, like close, because the moment she heard he was dead, like she broke down and she thought Reacher was him. And again, seeing like the selflessness that his brother put himself for, like, hey, bullies need to be punished no matter what. And he was like, the moment they came in, he was like, tell me, you got to stay strong. Don't let them see you cry. All that stuff, because he was going to own up to it, because he was going to deny that fact, because it was in his mind justice. And very much so, it was. It's interesting that getting those little pieces and how that's circling back to what's going on in the present day. Again, great action sequences, Reacher's deduction skills, the little things they're all pulling together. Everybody's little piece of the puzzle right now is a lot of fun to see everything unfold. Now, everything right now is pointed at Kliner. We got these South Americans, which are no longer, at least the two that met with Reacher before, are out of the question. You know, Roscoe had her home broken into, so now everybody that is legitimately trying to look into this or having to live much like Reacher himself, which brings to mind. Let's look up the definitions of vagrant and hobo. A person without a settled home or regular work who wanders from place to place and lives by begging. So, hobo. A homeless person, tramp, or vagrant. I'm a hobo, not a vagrant. when the dictionary from Oxford says a homeless person, a tramp, or vagrant. When vagrant is a descriptor of hobo. So we might be arguing semantics. What's Merriam say? Migratory worker, homeless, usually penniless vagabond. Hate to say it, Reacher. It seems like these might be vaguely interchangeable. Literally, so many of these definitions use vagrant as a descriptor. The only thing is, if you look up the definition for vagrant, it says lives by begging, which he does not seem to do. So that might be the difference. Like, at least as a hobo, he is getting by on his own. What's Merriam's vagrant definition? One who has no established residence, wanders idly from place to place without lawful or visible means of support. Wanderer, rover, an animal wandering outside its normal geographic range. I mean, it sounds like these all kind of fit the description, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with Reacher because I would not want to meet his wrath. But another solid episode, dude. This show is so much fun to watch. Like, criminally fun to watch. I don't have too much else to say in this episode, though I like that this one is really getting all of our main players on similar pages, because I feel like we were all in different tiers and different levels of comfort zones, and I think it's bringing everybody down, loosening up our Finlay down so that he can kind of play the same ball game that he's playing, because we saw him go down to this other town, lie about who he is and why he was there to get some information, learning that Hubble hasn't actually worked for that bank for over a year, and they still don't know where he is. So he's been doing something on the side completely for someone else using those same skill sets, and he's been telling everybody what he's been doing, but he hasn't actually worked at that bank for a while. And also, I like that it continued up the whole thing like that's been going on with him and his wife. As much as this interaction was nice for him, he's still not one to kind of break that bound, no matter what situation they're in right now. And you got to respect that for sure, man. And yeah, this one Kliner kid, man, running around trying to give the lowdown, the dirt on Reacher to Roscoe to break trust. I want to know the truth of that situation and what the facts actually are, because what's on paper and what actually happened can very much so differ sometimes. So I'd like to hear Reacher's side of it, and I'm sure we'll get down to that sometime in the next couple of episodes. I imagine maybe not immediately in the next one, but she did just learn this, so she may confront him about it in the next episode, but I would imagine we probably won't learn the truth of it for a little while. But another great episode. Guys, what'd you think? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Mandy Share, Ryan Karen, York Roscoe, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake Cantrell, Eric Official, Amy Becca, Casey Wood, Scythe, and JoJo. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.